All right. Okay, well, it's now 7 o'clock, so good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Monday, May 6th meeting of the Hyde Park Town Board. Please join me while we pledge allegiance to the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, may I have a motion to accept the minutes of April 22nd?
I make a motion.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And may I have a motion to revise the local law commencing the process for instituting no parking in front of the Hyde Park Library. We had a little miscommunication there, and so we're just going to revise it to be between the hours of 9 and 5, Monday through Friday, and
1 hour.
just for 1 hour. So
I'll make that
Warren's-
motion.
And
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we will revise the local law and then resolution number 5 also. Okay, so the first item on the agenda is public comment on the resolutions and town business. And just going to remind people that to state your name and limit your comments to 3 minutes. And again, it's really, this is an opportunity for you to address an area of concern or town business or one of the resolutions. And it really isn't a time for dialogue. It's just an opportunity to bring something to the board's attention. So with that, anyone who would like to address the board, please come on up and join us at the podium and just state your name.
Hello, my name
Hi.
is Julianne Goldsberry. I believe I submitted a letter of my concerns to the town clerk the other day. I live on Nicholas Lane up in Statsburg, and quite often I have to drive on Mills Cross Road. Now, Mills Cross Road runs between Route 9 and Route 9G, and it's a little less than 2 miles long. While I would say good 90% of the road is in really bad shape. I mean, there is potholes. There's potholes that were filled with pavement and now are moguls until the pothole comes back. There are ravines. There's a collapsed drain. And when you pull off of Route 9 onto Mills Cross, there is a huge ditch where there is a drainage pipe that's not even covered. Now, I've been calling the town the highway department for the last couple of years. I worked with the predecessor, and he promised it was going to be fixed, and he sent some contractor to do the work, which made the road even worse. Okay, so now I've talked to Howard several times regarding the road. And Howard has informed me, because of his predecessor, that he considers the road complete and repaired. So it's not on the list for any type of work to be done. And this road is just, I mean, you cannot avoid the potholes because there's several blind corners. It's a very bad road to begin with. It's windy, and it's full of ravines, moguls, everything you could possibly think of is on that road. So my request, or would like to know, when is it possible that this road condition be resolved or improved, repaved, resurfaced? So that's my concern.
Okay,
Okay?
thank you. Yep,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Joe Boyce, and I live on Mills Cross also. And just what this lady says, it's really impassable. I've got a 1968 Corvette, and when I try to navigate the potholes, I can't, and the front end is starting to get worn out, so it's really bad. Most of the time, when you have a lot of water coming down, you get the floods, and that's probably what's causing the problem. But it's really a tough road to negotiate anytime. So I can't add any more than she said. It's just a very bad road. So if you could appropriate some money for it, that'd be a good thing. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So my name's John Finley, so I'd like to just reiterate what Julie said. And I travel back and forth on Mills Cross daily, and the speed I go at is usually between 5 and 10 miles an hour, just so the bumps are real easy and, you know, on your vehicle and on your body and everything. That's typical speed I travel on the bad sections. There are some good sections on it that probably don't need any work, but it's in rough shape. It's really bumpy, and you have to go really slow just to get through. So any work or improvements can be made on that would be appreciated, so thank you.
Thank you.
Hey. Oh.
Hi, I'm Dave Marnick, and I don't live on the road. I don't use it daily, but when we do go out to 9G, we used to use that road, and it is very bad. I mean, like they're saying, it's a windy road, so it creates a hazard when you try to avoid the potholes, because if you're coming on a blind curve and you go around, it might cause an accident, but it is in bad shape. So I go down to North Cross to cut across to go to 9G. But my sister-in-law, she lives out, you know, east of 9G. She comes over the house. First thing she says is, wow, that Mills Cross is in bad shape. So just look into it and assess it. Howie's doing a great job with the other roads. I mean, on our street, Chaucer Road, I mean, really, I see a lot of improvement there on the plowing, et cetera. But if you could appropriate some money towards him to fix that road, it's money well spent. Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would anyone else like to speak? Okay, so thank you all for coming out, and I'm going to go ahead and close the public comment segment of the town board meeting, but our highway super may have a few comments that he would like to share with us at the podium.
Yes, I'm Howard Fisher. I'm the highway superintendent. I'd just like to say, I never said the road was done and complete. I mean, my guy's been up there the last few days patching multiple potholes, but like everywhere in town. We had a bad winter. It was cold, it was warm, cold, warm. There's potholes everywhere. You can't even drive on a state road without hitting them. My guys are out there. They even worked in the rain. We had to go to Golden Meadows first because a lady walking her dog fell in a pothole. So we went there, we took care of that. They're up on Mills Cross Road. They'll be done patching it tomorrow. But the road isn't great, but it was done in 2005, 2007, in that time period, at a huge cost. The road didn't hold up. It's not in great shape. But I tried to explain to Ms. Goldsberry that South Cross Road has been 30 years, and it's horrible. And there's a school on it, and 100 times more traffic. Same with Haviland Road. The pipe on the end of Mills Cross Road was put in that way. It's not sticking out of the ground by some accident. It was put in that way to drain down the water from Chaucer out onto Route 9. The collapse basin was just a hole in the side. It was already ready to be done because we called the 811 center because we can't touch anything without calling 811. The guys went up there today, poured the cement for it. That's done. There was 22 of the basins in town so far this year from winter that had the same thing. My guys are out there. They're doing the best they can. I don't appreciate in the letter the stating that an unqualified patch crew was out there, patch company, because that's my guys. They bust their chops. I was up on Mills Cross today when they were doing, nobody drives 10 miles an hour on that road. People are flying on that road. Absolutely ridiculous, the speed, and then complain about the potholes. The potholes will be filled. You can drive at a normal speed. You can get from one end to the other. If you guys give me more money, that's great. I'd love to pave every road in this town. But it's about $360,000 just for the blacktop without redoing the drainage. That really needs to be done because the water's running right down the road. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Howie. Okay, Well, appreciate those comments, and as always, appreciate our highway super. Does a great job. Very proud to work with him. But yeah, and hey, I would love to see every road in this town paved. You know, we all would. So, all right. So moving on then, we do have a public hearing, which that's the local law D, enacting a 6-month moratorium on telecommunication towers and facilities applications pursuant to Chapter 101 of the Town Code. So, Madam Clerk, if you could please read the public hearing notice.
Please take notice that the Hyde Park Town Board shall hold a public hearing on the adoption of Local Law D of 2019, entitled "A Local Law Enacting a 6-Month Moratorium on Telecommunication Towers and Facility Applications Pursuant to Chapter 101 of the Town Code," at the Hyde Park Town Hall, located at 4383 Albany Post Road, Hyde Park, New York, on May 6, 2019, at 7:05 p.m. The purpose of the local law is to enact a 6-month moratorium on the telecommunication towers and facilities pursuant to Chapter 101 of the Town Code, while the Town Board considers amendments to the code provision. Any person desiring to be heard on the adoption of said local law shall be permitted to do so at the public hearing. Copies of this local law shall be available at the town clerk's office during regular business hours and shall be posted on the town's official board and website. By order of the Town Board of the Town of Hyde Park, dated April 22nd, 2019, Hyde Park, New York, Donna McGrogan, Town Clerk.
Thank you. You know, this was a discussion that we had with our planning board because they have an application before them. And when we started taking a look at the law, we saw that there were conflicts between how it should be reviewed. And so Warren, thankfully, has a lot of experience with this and has written a number of really good laws. So we decided to go ahead and propose a moratorium so that we can address these conflicts. So I don't know, do you have anything else you want to add to that?
No, actually, just a correction, I don't think there's an application actually pending.
Oh,
but we're
I'm sorry,
anticipating an
yes,
application.
there was a discussion, you're right. Okay.
And I think that it's a good chance that we'll have this local law, the telecommunications section of the town code fixed prior to the 6-month expiration.
Yeah, good.
Great.
Okay, so would anyone like to speak on this matter of a local law? No? Okay, so may I have a motion to close the public hearing?
Make a motion.
Second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, and so we also have a public hearing where we're continuing the public hearing on amendments to the town code and amendment to the town's comprehensive plan with regard to the creation of a town core zoning district. And this is kind of a work in progress. We've spent a fair amount of time taking a look at ways we could tweak our current code from essentially Harvey Street to Pine, a little bit past Commer. No, actually past Mansion. But anyway, we're continuing this public hearing. Does Donna read the notice, or does she not need to do that? If we're continuing.
We can keep continuing it
Yeah,
so that
but
we
she
don't have to
doesn't- we don't need to read the notice.
No,
Okay.
as long as we continue to a date certain.
Okay.
So if we just continue it to next month, but it's quite possible it'll be continued after that.
Yeah, we still have some moving pieces in terms of our downtown initiative, so. So we could continue it to the June, what do we have, June 4th? June 3rd or something.
June 3rd.
Yeah, let's continue it to may I have a motion to continue the public hearing to June 3rd?
Make a motion to continue it?
Okay. And a second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And would anyone like to speak on this? Okay, good. All right, so we do now have a presentation by our zoning administrator on the MS4 requirements. So Tad, would you like to sit or whichever's more comfortable? Yeah, sit, yeah. Let's dig into this discussion, you know? Yeah. One of my all-time favorites, the MS4.
It's short and it's sweet.
Oh, good. We like that.
So this is our annual presentation workshop, letting everybody know that the draft MS4 annual report has been posted on the web. It'll be posted for 30 days before the town takes action and holds a public hearing to allow Aileen to sign it. So the draft can be found in the hydeparkny.us under departments, and then zoning administrator, and then in the left column, the municipal separate storm sewer systems MS4 annual report March 2018 to March 2019 is where you can find it on the website. The program began in about 2004, so we've been at this for a while. The program involves 6 minimum measures that the town is required to work on: education and outreach, public involvement, illicit discharge detection, elimination, construction site controls, post-construction site management, and pollution prevention at town facilities. So this past year, we had a couple of highlights. The MS4 committee provided training for contractors, stormwater management officers, and some highway department staff. We sponsored a school competition for MS4 posters and public service announcements. We completed our town outfall inspections. Oh, thank goodness. That was a big one. We have quite a few outfalls, and they are to be inspected periodically and recorded as to whether or not they need to be repaired or improved. So that was a really big one. We've been reviewing construction site plans and doing inspections. We had about a dozen or so small erosion sediment control permits that we issued, and 4 or 5 relatively large projects, one really large project that's underway. We get weekly reports on the progress and what they're doing.
And you go and inspect also.
We go and
yeah.
Pete Sotero and I go and inspect, make sure that everything seems to be compliant with the plans. And then thank you very much for doing improvements at the highway department. Much needed, long awaited.
We should thank this guy.
Right.
Thank you, Howie.
I meant to thank you guys also for the money for the roads last year, too.
You're welcome.
And
That's,
the
So-
trucks this year.
we're good.
So that's it. This is what the draft report looks
Okay.
like. It's in a New York State DEC format, so it's fairly boring, but it's required.
Okay.
And
Sounds like you've made a lot of progress in 2018.
I think we did.
Yes, good.
I think
It's-
we
know
wrapped
that
a lot of stuff
You were
up.
worried about
Yeah.
those inspections and the highways, so that's all good stuff.
Yeah, we're getting
Okay.
ready to move forward in some other areas, and we're anticipating changes in the program at the state level as well this year.
Okay.
So we get to do more new stuff.
Great.
I'm sure you were looking for more things to do, I
Yes,
know,
I
Ted. Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
thank you. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, Ted. Have a good evening. Thanks for
Good night.
coming out tonight.
You're hosting the meeting on Wednesday here. They're coming here Wednesday, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
the Dutchess County MS4 Coordination Committee, of which we're a member, has been meeting. We meet monthly, and we're rotating our meetings to different venues this year instead of always out at the Farm and Home Center in Millbrook. And they're coming here Wednesday morning.
Nice.
So that'll be nice.
That's
All the
great.
communities can come and see our facility.
Yeah, we're hosting the Dutchess County Transportation Council meeting here in June.
Oh, really?
So,
Okay.
yes, this must be an initiative of the county, just to try to get out and
Thank you.
about. Thanks, Tad.
Thanks, Ted.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think we can move on to the resolutions.
Oh, really? Oh, wow, okay.
You want to change this when you get to it?
Oh, didn't we already do it?
I'll read it into the record.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is that
When
number?
we get to
It's
it.
a number 5, okay.
Okay. Resolution 56-1 of 2019, a resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to schedule a public hearing on the 2018-2019 MS4 permit annual report.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 56-2 of 2019, resolution approving budget revisions to the Town of Hyde Park for the period of April 2019, budget revisions number 2019-04.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye. Resolution 56-3 of 2019, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board and the Town of Hyde Park Highway Superintendent to execute an agreement for the expenditure of highway monies for the general repairs.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
So Warren's going to read into the record the revisions to Resolution 5.
Yes, the copy of the resolution and the local law that we're enacting, that we're starting the local law adoption process tonight has been amended to change the 1 hour limit for Main Street South and North to 1 hour limit 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. And it's been a similar change in the third whereas clause of the resolution.
Okay. So may I have a motion to make that change?
Make a motion?
And second?
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
And again, we're doing this at the request of the library board, who sought to have these limits put in place.
Yep,
Yep.
just to make the flow better for people coming in and out.
Okay.
Some people tend to park there all day and use the Wi-Fi and stuff, so
Okay.
it's not fair to the other patrons.
Okay.
Okay.
So I don't know who's.
Dave has to do
That's yours?
5/6-4.
Okay.
I have to do 4.
Yep.
Resolution 56-4 of 2019, resolution authorizing the release of a driveway bond for Mid-Hudson Development Corporation for property location 20 Pondview Court, lot number 3, Norrie Park Estates.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 506-6 of 2019.
No, you gotta do 5.
I thought we just.
No, we didn't do that yet.
Agreed to amend it.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
agreed to
I
amend it.
messed up.
Okay, got it.
Number
Got it.
5.
Resolution 5, of 2019, resolution commencing local law number E of 2019 entitled, "A Local Law to Amend Section 104-1 Parking or Standing Restricted of the Town of Hyde Park Town Code to restrict parking on Main Street in the Town of Hyde Park."
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 56-6 of 2019, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to have the town engineer proceed with construction administration services for the Hyde Park Route 9 pedestrian lighting project.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 56-7 of 2019, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to have the town engineer proceed with surveying and engineering services for the Statsburg Drainage Project.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 6-8 of 2019, resolution acknowledging the resignation of Town of Hyde Park Account Clerk Lori Hicks.
Second.
And I just want to thank Lori for her really nice service to the town. She's a great person, and just wish her the best.
Absolutely.
And so a second?
Se-
And
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Dave.
Am I up? Resolution 56-9 of 2019, resolution authorizing the Town of Hyde Park Town Board to appoint part-time account clerk Heidi Peters as temporary account clerk for the Town of Hyde Park Administrative Office.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 6-10 of 2019, resolution adopting local law number D of the year 2019, enacting a 6-month moratorium on telecommunications towers and facilities applications pursuant to Chapter 101 of the Town Code.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Oh, actually, we'll have a roll call on that, please.
Councilman Ray.
Aye.
Councilman Marine.
Aye.
Councilman Schneider.
Aye.
Supervisor Rohr.
Aye.
Resolution 56-11 of 2019, resolution authorizing Town of Hyde Park Police Officer Brandon Ewan to attend a 5-day training session conducted by the Dutchess County Crisis Intervention Team, the CIT.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 56-12 of 2019, resolution commencing the local law approval process and scheduling a public hearing on local law F for the year 2019, enacting a 6-month moratorium on the processing and approval of applications for solar farms pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 130 and 130-8 of the Town Code.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
And do we have a public hearing date that we've set for that? Do we have that in the law?
I put it down for May 20th at
May 20th?
7:15, is that right?
Yeah.
That's what's on there, yep, May 20th,
Okay.
7:15.
So the public hearing on the moratorium will be May 20th. Okay, does anyone have any old or new business they'd like to discuss?
No?
No? Everything's good?
Good.
Great, all right, so may I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion.
And second?
And all in favor?
Aye.
And our next meeting will be May 20th.
Wow, sounds
And
good.
we're blowing right through 2019 at
I
a
know,
scary level.
amazing.
Okay. Thanks,
Ed,
everybody.
Howard, thank you again.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ed.
Give us the,
Oh, sure.